Hello everyone, welcome back to the final race of Ultimate League Season 23. And looking then at the standings with a single round to go, we see then Flix being already 38 points ahead of F1 Fan, meaning that he has secured the Driver's World title yet again. So second time we see a driver being able to win the title back to back. And so we see then here F1 Fan looking to finish in second place this season with Figueira looking to finish third as Fatmi is looking to miss, so Ludwig should be able to take that P4 in the end. And then we also see one time being also declared the champions as they managed to secure it mathematically as well. And we also see then Full Force looking to take second place, also LSA looking for that third place as starting out is 20 points behind. Just like in the previous league, this is also a track that does not need all that much introduction. It is of course the second of the Americas. It was a track that made its debut in Formula 1 back in 2012 and is definitely one of the best American racing tracks. And yeah, one of the main characteristics is going to be then the S's that we see towards the beginning, as they are going to be incredibly challenging, as yeah, Kuziman, who made this version, really made sure to make these S's already even more difficult. Yes, definitely going to be a place where the driver should only drive in a single file, because otherwise they're going to be losing a lot of time with the extra braking that is needed in order for them to not go off the track. And yes, definitely going to be one of those places where the driver might be able to run away from the other. And we also have that session after the back straights where we have those set of corners where it will be pretty much amazing for the battling. I think that's where we should see a lot of battling happening, and so this should be a very interesting race in the end to finish off this season in a very great way. So without any further ado, let's get ourselves into the qualifying session. Okay, so here we are then here in qualifying, final qualifying session of the season. Okay, so looking then at the qualifying results from Q1, we see then now you got Mystic get eliminated alongside Polak, then you got Strudel with Toaster, then you see Polak followed by Albono, then we got Kado, Biscione, then it's Nikhil, the last of the eliminated drivers, so the one who just could not make it by 500ths of a second. As we then see here, the ones making through, we got Piggy with Togamer, Johnny Fu, then it's Membergoat, F1 Fan, Yoa, Suduch, then we got Ludwig, then it's Figo, then once again being in first place. So no big surprises there. We see then Ludwig is going to be hoping to get a good result here. Yeah, apologize for not being able to commentate the first this first Q1, but either way, let's get ourselves then into Q2. Okay, so here we are then here in Q2. So we got 9 drivers left, and yeah, so let's see then. And yeah, now that I can actually commentate, you can see, for instance, SCP then with bringing back a special livery, which is obviously in honor of Johnny Fu, who looks like he's going to retire after this race. And so yeah, we got the livery that they use for the Slovakian Grand Prix, which I'm not sure exactly which season was it. Obviously we got one in the previous season, but I think they use a different livery. Or maybe they even use the same, and this is the third time that they are racing with this livery. But yeah, they got also one times keeping that tradition of racing with the Batman livery on the final round, which I have no idea why they do that, but it is something that they've been doing for a while. And in the meantime, we see them now Figo then taking that provisional pole. Yaws on the front row. But I believe the laps are not being as good as they were in Q1. But today, let's see now. We've got a two-way tie between Johnny Fu and Ludwig there for P4, as we see a F1 fan in third place. And so there we go then, just less than half a lap to go to the end. Now this is a part where you can gain a lot of time, so this could really make the difference. Let's see who's going to be able to qualify on pole position. Things are looking really good for Figo and also for Membergold there, and as well Suzuki, but he makes a mistake there. And let's see who's going to be on pole position, and in the end I think it's going to be Figo once again. And so let's then have a look into the starting grid. Okay, so looking then at the starting grid, we did see here Figo starting on pole position, within the full force I think second and third. Then we see Johnny Fu starting P4 just ahead of F1 fan. Then we got the home hero here, Ludwig starting in P6. Then we see Suzuki there in P7 followed by Piggy. Then we got Toe Gamer and then Nikhil closing the top 10. And then for the rest we got then Biscione just ahead of Kado with Albono. Then we got Polak with Toaster here with Strudel racing for Mayhem Racing there in P16. And we see Polak and then Mystic there starting at the back. So without any further ado, let's get ourselves to the American Grand Prix. 35 laps around the circuit of the Americas. Okay, so here we go then. Looks like we're gonna have a cloudy start. And as we see then, there we go, now the race is underway. Here you see Figo on the meters already, closing the inside line there. He tries to keep the lead into turn 1, he managed to do it, but as we see, Yoa still getting pressures. They come now into the S's here, and then you see also Menberg, but now Yoa goes side by side with the Japanese-Portuguese driver. Can he do it or not? As we see the full force driver up the inside now, there he goes, Yoa takes the lead of the race. In the meantime, we see now who Figo's not going to give up, taking that draft now. He goes into the inside of the next turn, and there he goes, Figo taking back the lead. But as you see, they're still going side by side with Membergo just watching all of it. Hopefully he gets some popcorn. But as we see then, yeah, there he goes, the Dutchman now taking second place. Oh, there's some little lag there. But then in the meantime, we see now the full force is going side by side. As you see Johnny Fu there in P4, he now tries to take third. Then we see F1 fan as well up there now as you go now side by side to the X's, which is always a bit dangerous and can also cost you a lot of time there, so definitely not a convenient thing to do. But in the meantime, we see now Figo leading the way on those medium tires. Yoa tries to take back that lead once again as we see Figo trying to shut the door, but Yoa does not care. He goes still for the lead as we see now Figo going a bit wide. Maybe he got punted there. But as we see now Figo still going to fight back. Yoa touches a bit of that inside grass. And now we see Johnny Fu just picking up his scrap, but he makes a mistake on the final turn. This could be Figo's exit from this pack now, as we see him just trying to get away. But luckily Yoa has a bigger ping, meaning that in order to break away from him you need to give a bigger distance. Oh, but now those S's could really prove to be decisive here. Is Yoa still on that slipstream or not? That's the main question, as we see now F1 fan battling Membergold. Then we see Ludwig also there in P6. Now things are already coming down, but maybe not on the midfield, as we see Strudel with some teleportations maybe. For now I'm not seeing anything, but either way we see also Kado there. Then we got Toasted versus Bono, as we see now both drivers going side by side. Polak maybe wants to get involved in this battle. Seems like he's also retiring after this race as well, so there is also another thing here. As we see, they still continue to go at it. As we look back into the front, seems like Figo is not really get away, but now Yoa once again wants to punish Figo here as he goes up the inside. Figo really tried to shut the door but couldn't do it this time. Yo is just really not flinching here in the end, as we see him now just going up this side. Johnny Fu as well, as you see Figo goes wide now. He's done it before, as we see, oh my god, Johnny Fu is going quite wide there with Yoa. We also see a Fun Fan getting himself through the middle, as he now takes second place, and we see Ledrick up the inside as he going free wide to turn one there. That is definitely not a good idea. But still, somehow they managed to sort of survive. Now Figo gets pushed, I think, by Member the Goat now, as he's still battling like crazy. No, my god, what is this? We see this 6-man car pack going absolutely crazy in this race. As you see now, Yola apologizing there, I don't know to who, but as we see now, Figo already up to second place, or second, third place, is still going side by side with the Slovakian driver there. And now we see Johnny Fu now just trying to take that lead there. We see a Fun Fan also. Now remember, goes into the pits. He wants to take this opportunity to just go for a powerful undercut while the others just lose time with the battling. So yeah, there is a very crucial thing. But yeah, either way, so just got back to close my door, but either way now, we see then Figo then leading the way, as we see now this bike just breaking. Look at this. In the meantime, we got now a Fun Fan then pitting with John, Yoa and Sluch, and also Piggy. But as we see also, we got Sveldo now suddenly getting himself into P8. Seems like Kado may have had some teleportation. But in the meantime, now we see then a Fun Fan making the move, and yeah, then we see here Manbergoat currently then in P5 now. Figo wants to use this clean air to try and not lose as much time as possible, so that he can then come back on the others on the second stint. As we see now Johnny Fu finally pitting, same with Ludwig, as he really stayed out quite long. But yeah, we cannot forget that there is 10% rain for today's race, and that could really shake up a lot of things, depending on the timing where it decides to show up. But yeah, so we see then Figo still yet to pit in first place, and we see Manbergoat made quite a big undercut there in second, and we see a Fun Fan with fresh mediums right behind the Dutchman. But in the meantime, we see now, looks like the skies will be closing for a bit. We will see the clouds appearing, which usually can be a bit of a threat for rain. So let's see now. Looks like Figo still decides to pit. He does not want to stay out for too long. And now there he goes in. Another set of mediums goes for him. He's gonna get undercutted by the top two here. We see Yo also, so Figo down in P4. But maybe not as bad as he could have been, as we see him now. Then just behind the South African. Now there he goes in, Figo then taking that slipstream. But for now, seems like he's not going to go for the move, or maybe he will. There he goes around the outside. Yo made a mistake. But maybe now that since they have drivers to catch up, maybe they're not going to battle Figo that hard, as they know that Figo could take both Yoa and Johnny Fu towards these two drivers here, Fun Fan and Manbergoat. In the meantime, looks like the Romanian driver now takes the lead of the race, as it's still yet to take a race win this season. He got one in the previous season. Ooh, and I seeing someone. Who was that? Oh my god, I wanted to see that. I really wanted to see who was that, because that should be should be a race-ending teleportation, I'll be honest. But either way, we see that now Manbergoat then leading the way. Now Figo already catching up to those drivers, so we got a fight in our hands here. But now Figo definitely has a big advantage, as he has the fresher tires. Oh my god, Manbergoat with some teleportations. Now Mystique, and Jesus Christ, why are there a lot of drivers teleporting? As now see the rain coming in. So that's gonna end Figueiredo's advantage, although if the rain comes in before they pit, Figo could have a massive advantage for a few corners, which could also make the difference here. And the thing is that on these final few turns, before they enter the pits. It will be very tricky to make, so there he goes. Figo could use this as a big advantage, and there he goes, already doing that knife drifting there from the one-time driver, as we see him now really just taking this to his favor. And now that he goes, going to enter the pits with a nice cap there. Now he could be able to get away. So he goes for the inters, who the others will take the wet, so they could still catch back up to Figo. Oh, but now the rain looks like it's going to end, so there he goes. Figo maybe has done the right decision. So let's see now, we got F1 Fan then in second place with Johnny Fu in third. Now, will they battle or will they try to still catch Figo? Because they definitely need to do it now, because otherwise Figo will just extend that gap, and then it's going to be absolutely uncatchable by then. So they definitely need to act and drive and perform pretty much. So a lot of pressure here for F1 Fan, but I think maybe Figo will be able to take this one in the end, as yeah, with Flix not racing today, there's absolutely no challenger for him. But as you see now, looks like you see Manbergo then down in P5, with Yo there in P4, then we got Johnny Fu in third, and it's F1 Fan there in second. And then a bit more towards the back we see, oh my god, Piggy just going a bit wide maybe. And we got this huge back, look at this, we see Toaster in the top 10. As now Pollock tries to dive up the inside, oh my god. That could have gone wrong, as you see Nikhil going side by side with the Italian there, but he does not have the draft, so he's going to lose out on the drag race there. As we see Carlo maybe having a look up the inside. In the meantime we see some battles a bit more towards the front. We see Yoa now taking third. As yeah, we then see Sluch with Piggy. It's the gamer also racing alone, as we got then Polak now leading this huge group here. It's 5 cars that we got here, but now just breaking around in the half, as we see now Nikhil and Carlo going side by side to the S, is losing a lot of time there. Yeah, Carlo does have some little glitches, and as we see now, looks like yeah, the rain, the water, I mean the rain is ended, but now the water is absolutely disappearing, so the track is going to be dry, and once again, now we see, yeah, Figo, oh, he's going to stay out, Figo staying out. I was wondering where the hell he was, but yeah, seems like he did not pit it, because he has the inters, but this could really backfire on him. Or maybe bless him as well, who knows. It all depends if the range appears or not, but ooh, looks like it's not going to appear. These guys will be opening now. So Figo might be suffering a bit of undercut, and I feel like risking it was probably not needed, but I guess he may have not known if the others would stay out or not. So let's see now, there he goes, Figo being forced to pit. Let's see now if the others can catch him or not. As you see, he's going to be leaving the pits now. The others are on the main straight, and I think they just will. There he goes, Yoa takes the lead with F1 Fan in second. Figo rejoins the track in third. So we got Johnny Fu also right behind, but he makes a little mistake now. He might lose contact to the leaders. But with them battling, I think he could catch them back. So there he goes now. Figo goes up the inside of F1 Fan. But as we see now, Yoa then leading the way this time. Now Figo is the one making that move that we saw Yoa doing a few times on Figo. As we see, they're still going side by side. Figo is forced to brake really hard there. As we see F1 Fan also making a mistake. As now Johnny Fu then takes third, but now there he goes, Figo up the inside. Oh my god. And he takes back that lead. And yeah, there you see Johnny Fu then in third place, followed in by F1 Fan, and yeah. Now this has definitely been a very exciting race so far. And as you can see, already reaching halfway through this race, so really time just flying here today. And yeah, obviously there's not that many laps. It is a bit of a long strike, so I guess it helps as well. But as you see, F1 Fan with another mistake. What is going on with him now? He's down in P4. And of course, we got Johnny Fu in third, who would definitely love a podium on his final race. So let's see if he can do it or not. In the meantime, we see Yoa once again being the one to challenge Figo. And he has actually done that sometimes. We saw him in Lakeshore, I believe, where he had an amazing start. He managed to get some gap at the beginning, but then the one times eventually caught up to him, and then he had a battle with both of them. In the end, it was still Figo who took the win. But now let's see that we got Figo. Everything been in a good shape so far, and yeah, the rumors is that he's going to be on the break next season. So, and let's see if that break is gonna last until the end of the season or not, or if he's still gonna eventually get to that main seat again, which we have seen a lot of times this happening. We see either Figo Flix trying to just have a bit of a break, but then whoever is driving for a long time ends up leaving for a reason or another. And then they are just forced to come back. But now as we see here, we see Yoa now once again making that overtake. Figo, oh my god, just going wide. But now he managed to just stay around the outside as he keeps that race lead. Yoa still on his tail as we see Johnny Fu there on the mediums now. Maybe getting some pressure from F1 Fan, who now just dives into the pits, going for that undercut. So perhaps this could be a bit of a last resource when it comes to try and catch the others, as we see just gonna come out just ahead of his teammate. And this is actually well timed, as now F1 Fan could be giving some slipstream to Suduch, but Suduch now making some mistakes. And now I feel like that opportunity must have been wasted now. Yeah, Suzuki not going to be able to use his teammate's slipstream, which could be really useful. Although he seems like he's going to probably finish in P7 either way. Unless the range changes his fortune. But in the meantime, we see now Yella also looking to undercut Figo. He goes in for another set of soft tires. And as you see, he actually comes out ahead of F1 Fan, so I think F1 Fan is just not gonna have a chance to catch up to the front. So there he goes, and we see the Romanian driver now in P5. We see Figo still yet to pit. Obviously he pitted a lap later than Yo, so it makes sense that he would be staying out for a bit longer. Now the main question is, how will this strategy be to the end of this race? I feel like he may still have 2 pit stops to make, counting with this one right here. And now there he goes then. He takes the mediums. Now I wonder how long can he go here. Looks like he wants to take some of that yaw slipstream if he can be right close to him, but I think he's not taking that slipstream. There he goes. Yoa could have a chance. The thing is that they are catching Man by the Goats, and he could cause some damage, but Yoa needs to drive well now. He needs to make sure that he does not make any mistakes, so that Figo cannot catch him and use his slipstream. So let's see if Yoa can do that. You see now Man by the Goats is going to let his teammate pass, and maybe he's going to slow down Figo. That's the main thing. We've seen him do this before. This time it's a bit of a different context. But now let's see now, Man by the Goat, is he going to slow down? Oh, he's going to stay out for another lap. There he goes. Figo's going to have to pass the full force driver by force, as we see here now, just taking inside into turn 1. And now he manages to make the move very quickly. So Man by the Goat did try to slow down Figo, but couldn't really do all that much. Now we see, oh, now Johnny Fo making a mistake. Now this is Yova's curse, as we see Figo just catching back up to the South African. So yeah, Johnny Fu just ruining Yova's plan here. And now Figo can once again take back that lead. As you see, Yoa not gonna give up. There he goes, up the inside again. But Figo takes it back right after. So it's definitely been a very nice fight here between Yoa and Figo. Really going for it. Oh, Yoa! Oh my god, Yoa just had that little TP and just sort of break check Johnny Fu. And Jesus Christ, it was very weird there. So I guess he just sort of retreat back to favor there. But now Yoa has lost the slipstream to Figo because of that. So I think the battle might be settled now. We see Figo, all the minions being able to now get away. And he should be able to have that advantage now on those mediums. So I think this race could be settled then. At least this battle for the lead could be settled. But we still got some other battles elsewhere. We see Polak with Toaster here in the midfield. They're battling for a spot in the top 10. or at least two of them are, because Toaster is still yet to pit. You see him with very old soft tires, but I guess as long as he's still close to the Lynx racing driver, he can still battle. Now let's see now Toaster here. Oh my god, just forced to break. Nickel makes a nice move there on the S's, which is not all that common, as you see Toaster once again just diving up the inside of the Italian. As in the meantime, we see then Biscione just watching all of this on old hards, so he might not really be able to catch these drivers. He's gonna have to pit soon. But yeah, we see then Polak and Nikhil. Then we got Toaster now diving to the pits. Biscione is gonna follow him. Then we see Kado, who's just pitted for the mediums. As we then see the others here, we got also Albono. Definitely having some struggles here today. As we see him now with Straddle here going side by side. But now let's see here, Albono just trying to go side by side here to the S's, and now there he goes. Albono takes P15. Oh, but he makes a huge mistake, so there he goes, and the Mayhem just taking back the position. Well, there he goes, Albono up the inside there. They go now side by side on the back straight. This is usually where it's easier to overtake in real life. And as we see now, we got then this final slalom to the end of the lap. As we see now, Albono still going side by side with Straddle there. It's been a nice scrap. In the meantime, we see more towards the front, we got Ludwig and Hamburg Goats there on old soft tires. Still yet to pit for a final time. As I believe, yeah, Figo now just pitting. And Yo has made his final pit stop already. And now we see Johnny Fu doing the same. So he goes for the mediums. But yeah, Figo managed to pit later than Yo. Now he's gonna have that tire advantage till the end of the race. And yeah, just be able to build a gap and win this race. In the end, as we see now, Medberg got in second place. As we got then F on Fan in P4, then it's Johnny Fu. But we see Ludwig, Dogamer, and this Piggy Suzuch here. And yeah, these two drivers have been close to each other all race long, pretty much. But right now the Bulgarian has that advantage on the tires. And I'm guessing that Piggy might have to pit again. So that's what we may see here, because yeah, he clearly has quite old tires, so I think he should pit for the softs, potentially. But looking elsewhere, we see Toaster and Biscione here. They both pitted at the same time, and now Toaster goes absolutely off the track there. Massive mistake. Well, the driver who's filling in for Stargate today, just like he did in the previous 2 weeks as well. But yeah, as we see then, we got Nikhil with Polak and Biscione all racing in single file there. Then we see Piggy already got overtaken by the LSA driver, and now he's gonna have to dive into the pits there. We also see the Gamer now pitting for the final time. Not just the final time of this race, but also the final time of the season. As we also see then here Kado leaving the pits. Then you got Toaster just right behind the Frenchman here, but Kado's gonna have the tire advantage. But I'm guessing that Toaster's still gonna give him a fight. In the meantime, I think we got the freeway battle here for P4. As we see Johnny Fu just trying to hold on to that position. But I think it's gonna be tricky as there he goes. Membergo dives up the inside. Now we see Ludwig now trying to just get some redemption here. He's currently in P6. He will probably love at least the podium, but I think it's gonna be really complicated now. But yeah, as we see then, the meantime looks like Yoa's second place may not really be safe. As we see a Fonfan on the mediums definitely getting closer to him, but these last few laps Yoa could have the advantage potentially with the crossover on the tires. But as we see now, Ludwig then overtaking Johnny Fu. Johnny Fu went absolutely wide there. So yeah, we got the little scraps here for the P5. In the meantime, we have this pace battle. Oh my god, looks like Von Fan may have lost a lot of time. So this gives some breathing room to Yoa. And yeah, as we see now, Figo Defty gaining a lot of time in these last few laps here. But yeah, I feel like probably getting the fastest lap may be a bit complicated now. With these current tires, looks like he's gonna go. That extra point is gonna go to F1 Fan. And as you see, they're right down to 41s, but still he gained 3/10 on Yoa. And F1 Fan definitely lost a lot of time on this previous lap. In the meantime, we see actually Membergoat could be threatening this podium. He could be stealing it. Let's see now. There's not that much time left. That's the only thing that works in F1's favor. But we will see now. As Membergoat Defty has much better tires. And it's also a faster tire compound. That's also a crucial factor here. But there you go now. Just 2 laps to go. We see then Membergoat is trying to catch the Romanian driver for the podium finish here. And let's see if he can do it or not too. I think F1 Fan may have done a mistake. Now Membergoat can catch him. It's gonna be incredibly close. But yeah, we got some clouds here. Are you gonna have a rainy final lap? That could be interesting to see. But here he goes now. I think Membergoat is going to catch F1 Fan, so let's see. Figo's definitely gonna take the win here today. Yoa should take second. And now the question is who's going to take third. So there we go then, final lap, Membergoat takes the inside of F1 Fan as you see. Oh my god, Membergoat just looking to go wide. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, what is this lag? Oh, there it goes, just like I said, we may have a rainy final lap. And I think we can now just show Figo. Even though he's not gonna get the driver's title, this has definitely been an amazing season for him, just like he had in season 21. He only lost 1 race. All of the races that he showed up, and now today they threw everything at him, but it was not enough to stop him as Figo crosses the line to win the American Grand Prix. As we then see Yoa yet again finishing on the podium, same with Membergoat, so level podium for Flow Force, and that's definitely an amazing way to finish this season. As we see F1 Fan just shy of the podium there. It's probably gonna be a bit of a heartbreak. And then we see Suduch there in P7. And yeah, then we got the others here. We got Toe Gamer with Piggy. Now we got this battle as well. Polak versus Kado for the P10. And let's see who's going to be able to take it. I think Kado will just hold on in the end. Every time we see Toaster, look at him now. Just trying to overtake Piscione, but oh, maybe he did. Seems like he took the Inters. And we see Straddle. And then he got here the others. We see Mystic and Polak still yet to finish. And yeah, let's see now. We see Polak there in P17. But yeah, what a race this was. Definitely an amazing way to end this season. And I definitely cannot wait for the next one. So as you then look into the race results, we see then Figo taking yet another race win with then Yoa and Membergoat following the Japanese-Portuguese drivers. They're gonna get then a double podium for Full Force. And we see F1 Fan taking then P4 with the fastest lap, but then we got then the home driver here today, Ludwig, then taking P5. Then we see Johnny Fu in P6 followed by Suzuki. Then we see Gamer who managed to still beat Piggy. Then we see Kato just managing to hold on for that top 10 finish. Then we see Polak there in P11 followed by Toaster. And then we got Bishan with Nikhil. Then it's Straddle with Albono. Then we got Polak with Mystic there finishing in last place. So we got the full one-time sandwich. And there's a hell of a sandwich. I guess we are in America after all. But either way, this is pretty much it for this season. And I hope you guys enjoyed these 10 races, and yes, so we should be back then in 3 weeks time. So we'll see you there till the next time. and goodbye.